Well, good morning from the lodge. It's Wednesday, it's the 1st of June. It's about 11:15 in the morning, and the weather doesn't look too good. Hence why I'm doing this inside and not outside. I'm in my outside studio, undercover. It's a nice place to be able to do this, actually. So yeah. So what are we doing this morning? Well, this is part 2 of the Godox MF12 flash unit. It's all set up on the table over here, and I'm going to show you it in action. Don't get too excited. So yeah, it's I can't remember if I left them on. Yes, I did. Okay, camera's on as well. There we go. Okay, so what are we photographing? Well, we are photographing a buttercup, I believe it is. So yeah, you can see on the other camera over here. This is how I've got it set up. We've got a little background, and I appear to be a little bit too close. Let's back out a bit. There we go. That's a bit better. Up here a little bit. Left and down a bit, as they say. Okay, there we go. Very nice. So first of all, I will take a picture of my hand, because I want to I want to get a picture of my, yeah, okay, don't go there. And oh, that's high so yeah, it'd be in here, wouldn't it? I need a light to light this up a little bit to get my ISO down by a couple of thousand or more. Can we go down a bit more? Okay. So this is just using a standard light shining on it. So we get a nice bit of focus. There we go. So that's without the flash, just with a light. Oh, that looks quite nice actually. Okay. Surprising. What do we show? Oh, that's why. Okay, let's drop that down a little bit. 6.3. No, same anyway. So yeah, that's with that. Let's move that out of the way, and we'll just take one without the lights. This was just with natural light. It looks quite nice with it behind it actually. Yeah, that's quite nice. So yeah, got that set on there. Okay, can I go in just a touch? Like that. Oh, might have it on live view. There we go. Is that better? Oh, these cameras give you so much information on the screen that it's hard to see what you're doing sometimes. There we go. Let's try that. Right, there we go. That's that without the flashes and that on. So we got the 2 flashes on this morning, and as you can see, we've got them here. And while they're offset a little bit, I did have a little play with this earlier, just to make sure it worked right. You've always got to make sure it works right, haven't you? Not me. I just usually dive in and do it. So yeah. Okay. So what are we doing? Right, so now we've got everything set up. We are sitting on, turn the light so I can see, it's on manual, and it's 1/128. So yes, as low as we can go. So flashes at the moment are not pointing directly at it, and I'll just see what it looks like when I do that. Right, let's have a look. Oh, blown out completely. Yes, okay. So why are we blowing out? It was working perfectly alright a minute ago. That's all the same. and that one. So see what that comes out. It's even worse, isn't it? Of course it is. Back up to there. Maximum we can go. Put that back on there. No, you won't. Put that back on there. So I'm going to darken this down by 2 stops, 3 stops, and see what happens. Let's see. Well, that's a little bit better. Yes, it's coming down. I think the problem being is that these flashes are a little bit too close. And what I am going to do is I'm waiting for them to come. They haven't turned up yet, but I've bought a couple of different diffusers. These that come with the camera, these ones on here, are far too strong. They give too harsh a light because they're too tight on the flash units. So I'm going to buy, I bought a couple of different ones that I can put over the top and hopefully turn the flash down a bit. It's because it's directed, but I will turn these away a little bit and see what we do. Again. Well, that's a little bit better, but it's still a bit on the harsh side. But it's got some highlights on it, and that is the problem. Somebody else was saying with these flashes that is the problem you'll get with these flashes. They are on the harsh side. Now, I am going to reset this to a different configuration. So if you bear with me for a few minutes whilst I fiddle about with this. I do like a good fiddle. So what it is, I have these couple of arms, and I've taken the flash off units on, put them on top, and what I'm going to do is I've got this bar here, and I'm going to screw this onto here like this. So that one's on there, this one's on here. Sorry Mike, give the mic a bash there, like that. So now we've got those on there. Now all we need, did I say I haven't got to go in my bag? Well, I have. Have I? Yes, I have. Of course I want. It's always the way, isn't it? I want, a screw that, oh wait a minute. Did I throw that in my pocket this morning? Yes, I did. There it is. Haha, it was in my pocket. So we shall take this off of here. Let's turn everything off for a minute. There we go. And that one. All off. The juicer off. Right. So now we can move that off of there. We can undo this. No, we can't, because it's the one with the Allen key and no thing on the side. But it just happens to be that on my belt somewhere there was, and it isn't anymore. Where's that gone? Oh, I've lost that. Oh, darn. Why do we use that? That will work. I usually I've got a hex key on my keyring for removing these. Oh yeah, that's tight. I'll have to cut this bit out. But I keep my key rings on these clips, and then it's clipped on another one on my belt and chucked in my pocket. So they're very handy. But it appears I've done this one up too tight. Ah, gotcha. That teacher. So there we go. That's got in there. Right. So now I can. If I knew what I was doing, wouldn't it be nice? Oh, I do know what I'm doing. Honest Indians. I do know what I'm doing. Now which way is that offset? That way, right? Okay. Doing this down here because it's easier for me to see what I'm doing. Believe you me, I think. There we go. Okay. Right. Now that's on there. So now we got that on the bottom of there. Now this fixes on there. Tighten it up nice and tight. There we go, look at that. There we go, look. You can see that. Just about in the dark in here. It's getting very dark in here. I need an extra light. So, yeah, okay. Well, I don't know if that makes much difference. I'll lighten it up in post if it's too dark. Right. So now we take these off of. I should have done that first, shouldn't I? Take this off of the front of here. There we go, that's better. Okay, so now we remove these. Like that. So now we've got the lights. Might help if they were bent in the right direction. Never rains, but it pours. I think the saying is, isn't it? That is clip onto here somehow. Honest. Oh, good grief. If I could see what I was doing, it'd be alright. Bend that down this way a bit. Ah, there we go. So we've got that one on there. And then this one. Clip on. There, hooray, you might say. So now what I can do is set all this up again. And now these are much further away. And I must admit, this was not my idea. This came from, sorry about the jingling noises from my keys. This came from a Frenchman I was watching, and it was his idea that you put a bar on there. It does add a little bit of weight to the unit, but you can get your flashes further away. And of course they're on these Joby arms. I think they're Joby ones, aren't they? Yeah. You can point them in every which way you want, out of the way. So there we go. Right, so that's all back on like that. Turn the power back on this one. Turn the camera back on. See what we're looking at. And because we've changed the height of that, we have now got to fiddle about with bringing the flower up a little bit higher. Which is not a very elegant setup, but there we go. Down. Oop. Ooh, the flowers. I forgot to bring my clip with me, but I'm having to play about with if that works or not. I need to set that up a little bit higher. look in here. Got another clip here. Oh, there we are. Come back a little bit. There, go. See what we get now. There we are. Oh, that's a lot better. That is, really is. But I do need to go back just a bit if I can. That way, without disturbing things too much. Let them move. How are we doing? Oh, we're all still firing. Yeah. Oh, I can see the clip on that one. Oh, it's only around. I think it started to rain. I don't know. Anyway, back with the subject in hand. Let's have a look at that. Oh no, that's bright, but that's quite good. I like that. So for a minute, I'm going to turn the flash off. Take a picture without the flash. That looks quite nice without the flash. But I'm still getting a bit of a highlight, which is coming from somewhere over in that direction. Can't see where the highlight's coming in. It's over there, that's where the highlight's coming in. Okay. Yeah, it's me not talking. I'm concentrating on what I'm doing, which is very bad for me. I don't concentrate on what I'm doing a lot of times. Terrible. So just try to get this to sit in the frame better. That's a bit better. And I'm trying to, got a piece of card. I got these from a guy that does macro, Stuart Wood. Who's very good at his macro, and he produced these, and for a few shillings you can buy them and print them out yourself. I do believe he's actually made some now that that he's printed and laminated. I think he said he was doing. I don't know if he's done them or not, but yeah, so you can buy them from him already done. I just printed mine on card and cut them out, but I might look at his ones that are, oh, that's better. Now, trying to keep this card away from the highlights. I mean, on the back of my screen it really looks good. If I had my other camera I would show you, but I don't got my other camera with me. I don't think so. Yes, I have. I wonder. Excuse me a minute. Lots of scrubbling noises. Oh, yes, I have. There it is. Okay, so is the battery charged up? That's a good point. Oh, yes. What we're shooting at. Ooh, right one as well. Oh, that's handy. Okay. So, okay, I know this is going to be rather tricky to do this, but we shall see what we can do. Right, so this is the Osmo Pocket 1. And I don't know if you can see my screen here, but that looks rather nice, doesn't it, when it's got no flash on the back of it. But if you go back through some of the pictures, that's, oops, try the right button, there we go. So yeah, that's what I took earlier with no flash. It really looks quite nice, that, doesn't it? I like that. And this is with the flash on. Trying different, yeah, okay. Trying different ways of doing it. Oh, this is some I did earlier on, look, water droplets. With no, yeah, that had the flash on it, the water droplets, that one did. But I was actually off chasing, whatever it was, banded damosels out there. But yeah, that's quite nice, isn't it? But I don't know. So yeah, there we go. Let's turn that one off. This video is getting too complicated for my liking. I used to keep them simple on camera setup and that, but now I seem to use 2 cameras, 3 cameras, and if I put the video on the big camera, that's 4 cameras running. No, don't go there. It's bad enough this is. So yeah, so there we go. As I say, I think these Joby arms make quite a bit of difference. They really do. Why does that keep moving? There we go. I'm just going to go manual focus. Let's see what I get. Let's switch. Let's switch peaking on. There we go. See where we can get into. That's my best. I don't know what I've got there. Can't see round the corner. Here it is. Okay, so let's open that out just a little bit. See what happens. No, it's not. Doesn't like that one. Right, okay. So we'll switch it back to 1:1, and pull the focus in on that. There we go. That was a long way. Oh, there we go. That does look rather nice, I'll tell you this, when it's like that. So, still a little low, right in the corner of the frame, right at the bottom of the frame. There we go. Take that with no flash on, and now we take it with the flash on. Which does light it, and I think it lights it a little bit too much. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Well, at the moment we're shooting at f8 and ISO 200, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this the old dare I say, f22, just for fun. I'm keeping the compensation the same, 1.7. What have we got? Oh, now that's I like that. Yeah, the focus isn't the world's best when you zoom in, but what it is, that's quite good. There's my little light a minute, so let's give this a little bit of light and then try focusing it with a light on it, like that. See if that focus is better. Bring that down a little bit. Oops, not that much. Right, let's see what that does. Of course it's out in the open, I've got light coming from every which side and it's interesting. Okay, let's go take the compensation off. Try that actually, see what that does. And really I should be using a remote to do this. That was nearly nasty. I have to take the rubbish out the bottom of it. Post. There we go. Right, let's see what we got now. Two highlights are still catching in places. Do you know what, let's just try with one light, shall we? I'm going to fire that one up into the ceiling. Up into the gods, that one goes. Just seeing if it is my light that it's giving me. Oh, it might be that one. Okay. So, that's on manual focus, I won't autofocus. Go there. Let's change from spot focus to a larger focus area. See what that does. Right, okay. I tell you what, whilst I'm playing about with this, I'm going to put this on a 2-second timer so I can step away. And now this is at ISO 200 at f22 and no compensation, played in using just one light pointing at it. There we go. So what do we get? Well, it's still got a lot of highlights in it, and that is the problem. As I say, that is the problem I found with this flash. If you've not got a big enough diffuser on it, you're going to get highlights, something rotten, which I just have. So again, I'll turn the flashes off like that, and just see what it does without the flash. Go. And without the flash, well, that's reasonably light. But the way I'm sitting is that the light is coming in from behind me, so it's coming in towards me, and I think that's probably one of the reasons I'm having the problem. Do I reset myself up so I'm facing the other way? But I do have a white board behind me, as you see. Can't do anything about that. What can I do? I I know what I could do. Yes, I'll do that. Will it work? I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, the Godox flashes, I'm dribbling. The Godox flashes, they work lovely. They're brilliant, but they do need a decent diffuser on them. There might be another part to this video where I show you with the diffusers on. And I should probably do that one in the home studio and not out here. But it's such a nice day out here today, you know. It's not sunny, it's not over warm, but it's absolutely just right to do a video because nobody else bothers to come into the lodge. So I think I'm here on my own. I've not seen anybody else anyway. They've not been round to see what I'm up to round here or anything, where I am. So yeah, I think I'm sitting here on my own, playing with the setup. So hey ho. Perhaps the next one I'll do, I'll take you for a walkies, and we'll do something in the field a bit different, with the extra setup on it, and see what we get. So now I'm going to power everything off like that. Power that one off. I will say, so yeah, right, so bye for now. This is part 2. There's definitely going to be a part 3 coming up, and that's definite now, I think. So I've got to try it with the diffusers when they turn up. It could be, they could turn up today, sometime, but they don't seem to want to rush themselves. So yeah, okay, so bye for now. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, subscribe, hit the little bell icon, and give it a thumbs up. Ta-ra for now.